Wings forward, Satou Sabally. She spoke in a post-game press conference about the struggle of seeing their home arena packed with Clark jerseys. Here's what Sabally had to say. Listen to this, quote, obviously, it's annoying because there were way too many Caitlin fans in our arena, but kudos. I feel like our Dallas fans could have done better. I had mixed feelings seeing all the Caitlin jerseys in our home, but it's an amazing sign for women's basketball. See, I have no problem with that, Nancy. That's perfectly fine. And then Chicago Sky's Angel Reese is also doing her thing. Talk about her record-setting season, record-setting rookie year as well. I mean, I want you to comment about Sabally first. And you heard what she had to say. I had no problem with her quote because she's acknowledging and appreciating Caitlin Clark, but in the same breath saying she wished their fans had better supported them. Well, maybe you got to win more, and maybe they will. But I still don't have a problem with her quote. What about you?
Well, first, let me just say this. Thank you for bringing that up and reading the quote. Satou is a very, very close friend of mine. I have been on the court practicing with her and Enrique in the off season. These are two of the most unbelievable, intelligent, hardworking players. She was first team all WNBA last year, played for Germany in the Olympics in Paris. And she's just telling the truth. She's saying, man, this is amazing what's happening. This is what I get from her, having known her, and saying, we want this. You know, I'm a great player. Enrique is unstoppable, as you saw. Natasha, Howard is one of those great veteran players. Okay, now you saw this. Now, Dallas Wings fans, we want you in the seats with our jerseys. And it's a communication. Communication is 360. You say something to your fans, and hopefully your fans respond. Dallas Wings fans are amazing, and they will respond, and they will show up and show out. And I applaud Satou for saying, look, I get it, but now I want it. And why shouldn't we want it in our own home arena? And that's just great communication, and that's why I love and admire her.
Well, listen, it has to be earned, okay? It has to be earned. It can't just be given. That's not the way it works. And I don't think there's anything wrong with what she said, because I think it was a respectful statement, and it wasn't like any shade at Caitlin Clark or anything like that. But these women all around the league are feeling this. And that's why they all resent Caitlin Clark, and that's why they hate her. Seriously, that's why. And the problem is they say that it's because of Caitlin Clark's amount of melanin in her skin, or lack of, that is why she's popular, which then builds even more resentment. When in reality, Caitlin Clark is just better and more exciting. And so she built a fan base. It's that simple. And she is performing. She is exceeding expectations in the WNBA right now. So the fever, I don't even mean the Indiana fever, I just mean the Caitlin Clark fever, just keeps going higher and higher and higher and higher and higher. And it's just taking over. Not to mention when you keep pushing back and tell people not to like her or that it's wrong to like her. I think we've learned in America that when you tell people to not do something, they're like, well, I want to do it even more now. The fact that people told me that I can't be a Caitlin Clark fan, or that it's wrong, or that it's offensive, discriminatory, made me want to double, triple, quadruple down on Caitlin Clark content. To be like, you're not going to silence me. You're not going to tell me who to root for, who to root against for. You're not going to say that it has anything to do with race. I'm on my other channel. I'm praising Patrick Mahomes, Jalen Hurts, Jordan Love, CJ Stroud. There's nothing to do with race here. If I criticize Angel Reese and praise Caitlin Clark, it has nothing to do with race. You want to keep making it about race, then we have situations like this. You have people wanting to double, triple down. Not to mention, every single day when I interact on the channel, it is a completely diverse group of background and people who are Caitlin Clark fans or who call out Angel Reese. Just the other day, I saw like a pickup game, street ball. I don't know really where it was, and the one guy kept missing a million layups, and then finally got it in. And Dwight Howard, okay, pretty sure he's not white. Dwight Howard, it's like, oh man, that's an Angel Reese game you got going on. So again, there's just a small minority of people who want to make it feel like you're wrong for rooting for Caitlin Clark. And again, not saying that that's what she did here, but she's kind of saying like, I have mixed feelings about seeing all these Caitlin Clark jerseys in our home. Well, normally you play in front of an empty arena. Normally no one's there to watch you play. So Caitlin Clark brought in the seats. She packed the seats. She's why people are going to start to get paid more money, why more people are watching, while more people know who you even are. Because I guarantee you, prior to Caitlin Clark, outside of only true WNBA fans, know even how to say your name. Because of Caitlin Clark, more people will know who you are. It's that simple. Caitlin Clark introduced an entire generation of fans to the WNBA. And they're going to start to become fans of other players, of other teams. It's not going to just be Caitlin Clark forever. That's the beauty of Caitlin Clark. That's what Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, LeBron James, Michael Jordan, Steph Curry, Kobe Bryant, what every single great has done. They all inspire a new generation of fans and bring them in. And maybe it's a longer term play. Maybe so many people become mega Caitlin Clark fans and they stay that way throughout her entire career. And then it's only until Caitlin Clark retires that those then fans have to start to spread out and get new fans and start to cheer for new players. That may be what it is. It's possible. The WNBA was hanging on by a thread. It was drowning. Nobody watched the games. Nobody went to the games. Nobody talked about the games. Nobody created content about the games. Nobody cared. Because of Caitlin Clark, people finally care. So I get why she's having mixed feelings. I truly do get it. But the main feeling should be gratitude. Because I've played in front of fan bases that wanted to see me fail plenty of times. I'd rather play in front of that than empty. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. Because it's awesome to shut those fans up. Play better and win, and you get to silence those fans. And then the people that are actually rooting for Dallas, rooting for you, they get excited. They get inspired. They get fired up. And then they want to go to the games. They want to watch the games. Right? When it's David versus Goliath, when you slay the beast, then you get to be there. Then it's exciting. Then you feel like you're part of something. But when the Caitlin Clark fans overrun the arena and then Caitlin Clark dominates and wins, if you're a Dallas fan, you're like, or another team's fan, you're just like, yeah, I don't know. I'm going to like keep my sweatshirt on, zip up my jacket. It's just the way how sports works. If you want your fans to watch or show up, you gotta win. You gotta be special. You gotta be exciting. That's what's so beautiful about sports. So beautiful. If you're great, you play. If you're not, you're not. If you're great and likable, people will cheer for you. They will buy your jerseys, consume your content. If you're not, then they don't. I mean, it's that binary. It's not up for interpretation. If you're not good, you don't make the team. If you're not good enough, you don't win the games. If you don't win the games, nobody watches you. It's just there is no other way to slice it. In almost all other professions, we can cook the books and mix things around to give people undeserving positions, whatever it may be, whether it's nepotism, whether it's because of wealth, we can slice it. It doesn't have to be through like a more political, racial, whatever lines. It could be for so many other different reasons. So many people make it through life for very different reasons. But sports ends up being the great equalizer. If I was good enough to beat LeBron James, I'd be in the NBA right now. It's that simple. The only reason why I'm not in the NBA is not because of my height, not because of my size and strength, not because of my I'm just not good enough to beat LeBron. If I was good enough to beat LeBron, I could be in the NBA. Game speaks. That's what this can all get boiled down to. Right now, Caitlin Clark's game screams. And that's the difference. But those are just my thoughts. I would absolutely love to hear yours. What do you guys all think about these WNBA players now starting to kind of be a little bit more vocal about how upsetting it is that Caitlin Clark's fans are just overrunning the WNBA, both home and away games? Let me know in the comments below. I read every single comment, so whether you agree with me or disagree with me, either way, let's get in some discussions, let's get in some fights, but ultimately, let's just have some fun. And please do consider subscribing. We are building an amazing community here, and I would absolutely love to see you part of it. I want to build something that we all genuinely feel connected to, something that we're really excited to be part of. I think we're on our way to doing it. And please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, as it really does help with the visibility and the algorithm. Thank you so much, and see you next time.